Hi, this is Blair Pleasant. I'm at the Avaya Executive Partner Forum in Cancun, and I'm with Troy Trenchard. He's Vice President and General Manager of UC Applications. So Troy, we've been having some interesting discussions. So let me ask you, is unified communications dead?
No, Blair. Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. I think after a fairly long time in the making, probably over a decade, we're actually seeing a pretty strong set of UC or unified communications and collaboration solutions that have been a long time in the making. We now have tools that allow us to see, hear, share, text across a range of devices, both traditional telephony devices and video endpoints, but more importantly, PCs, Macs, tablets, smartphones, etc. So, I think that the array of capabilities and tools and devices supported by them is really a testament to the fact that it's really happening now.
But you have to admit the market hasn't taken off as much as some of us had expected or anticipated. What do you think that's due to?
Well, a lot of us in the industry and get pretty excited about technologies and possibilities and probably expect that markets will ramp and hit a hockey stick or an inflection point often a little bit sooner than expected. I think that when unified communication first started being put forth, it was a vision that kind of drove a transition from TDM-based communications and organizations, especially, to IP. And it took a long time, I think, to build out and realize the full value of IP-based voice in organizations and build out, from a vision into actual product capabilities and great user experiences. And then we've had some shifts that have really made it possible to drive the market, right? Lower cost devices, compatibility and codecs and signaling, the advent of new types of devices like the iPad, which is not only kind of a watershed moment in terms of that finally making tablets usable, but also in really driving BYOD, right? We've seen smartphones in the enterprise for a while. They were kind of tolerated, but the iPad and tablets in particular really accelerated, I think, the acceptance and the business and executive drive for consumerized devices in an enterprise organization.
What do you see as the next stage or the next phase of unified communications?
Well, I think what we'll see, over the next year or two is a continued evolution of the interfaces themselves. How to tie together the range of services that exist, audio, video, text, voicemails, perhaps emails, etc. Presence in particular. But I think that and across key devices, and as those devices continue to evolve. So, whether it's iPhones or Android devices, right, we'll continue to see new capabilities that are built into the system, which, either enhance the user experience or allow us to do that, or will actually bring some services that it makes sense to tie more tightly into the unified communications clients. And then it starts to get really interesting because I think you're going to start to see the advent of more intelligence in the network that helps to assist you, right? We talk about it at Avaya as awareness or contextual awareness, where the services and systems you're using in the background are looking for relationships and relevant contacts, data, events to tie together to basically provide you with assistance when you need it. So, for example, if you're scheduled to have a meeting with me, and we've been exchanging emails on a topic, and that same topic has been the topic of other emails that may not have included me, but had attachments and so forth. We'll start to see the systems picking up on that and understanding and determining some kind of prioritized relevance and providing contacts that may be people that may be of interest to the interaction, emails, attached PowerPoints or other documents that might be either attached to the emails or somewhere on file servers, etc., and really provide a much higher level of assistance.
Well, sounds good. Hope it happens.
So do we.
So thanks very much, Troy.
Thank you, Blair.